Hi there, Scorpio, and welcome back. Today we're going to be looking at your no contact situation. So let's start off with these oracle cards. So first off, we have chivalry number 3. Then here we have naked before the stars number 18, breaks down to a 9. Then here we have I am becoming a better person. Then we have I love you. Nice. And then we have the Phoenix, new phase, rekindle, renew, transformation, growth, changed mind. So this is literally very, very explicit, and it's very direct. It's a very straightforward message of someone that wants to come back into your life, of someone that is still thinking about you, someone that wants to be with you and that has no doubts about it. Although I believe that if you guys are in no contact, there have been some doubts in the past though. I feel like they didn't really treat you right. I feel like maybe they love bombed you and everything, and then they had to understand what they had. They understood what they had once they lost you. These cards will never be as straight as I want them, so I'm just gonna leave them like this. So I'm getting someone that has never really been that vulnerable before, you know, someone that was, it's like they were not even trying to be vulnerable. It's like they would mimic some vulnerability in order to make you, let's say, shut up in a very bad way, but also very straightforward, you know, something like that. But here we have with this naked before the stars card, someone that wants to be open, someone that wants to be vulnerable, someone that had to lose what they had in order to understand exactly their value, which is, it's not the greatest thing. I don't really think that we all aim towards a relationship in which we have to have a separation period because the other person has to understand our value once they don't have us anymore in their life. I don't really think that we aim for that, but sometimes it does happen. So I am seeing here that there is a lot. I also think a lot of communication wants to come through from both parts. I believe that you both have a lot of things to say to each other, but I don't feel, at least so far, we're gonna pull the tarot in a moment, I don't feel any kind of animosity, honestly. I'm getting that the split was quite amicable, to be honest, even if it was a little tense. Well, no shit. It was still very loving. You know, I feel like you have a lot of love for this person. You always had a lot of love for this person. And even though you did have your ups and downs with them, there were moments in which you were very, very angry with them. You never really hated them, and you never wished the worst upon them, you know, because there are people that they break up with other people and they're like, oh, fuck off. I wish that you never find love or something like that. You know, they wish the worst, basically. Meanwhile, you let go of them, wishing them the best and wishing them healing, wishing them everything, and faithful and trustful that if you guys were meant to be together, then now you were going to find your way back to each other. And I believe that thanks to you, this person always, I mean, as well, has figured out that they have this romantic side of them and that they're not this empty shell of a person. Maybe that's what they thought of themselves before meeting you, but then they found out that they're actually very romantic and that they like grand gestures and they like to show their love. I believe that they found out a lot about themselves and their love language and their way of loving through their relationship with you. Okay, so let's get rid of these cards and let's pull the tarot. Okay. Okay, so here we have the, oh my gosh, what is this? Oh, the is it? I'm just gonna have to pause this for a second. Yeah, I was right the first time. It's the Wheel of Fortune. Then we have the Eight of Cups. We have the Five of Cups. Here we have the Knight of Wands, and at the back of the deck we have the Four of Swords. So I am seeing here that there is this energy for both of you guys, that you guys are meant to be together. I feel like you both tried to walk away from each other. That's the thing. You did walk away from each other, but like emotionally, energetically, there was always that tie. You've always felt that tie to each other. It's like you can never really shake it off. So it's like, I believe that maybe one of you, how can I put this, didn't even actively start the grieving process, because there was this inner knowing of, we're gonna get back together eventually. We're gonna find our way back to each other eventually. So it was like, why try and move on when you know that you're not gonna manage? Why try and move on when you have this intense inner knowing that you're gonna be back together anyway, right? There has been some attempts, because the 3D circumstances required it. You know, you were not together anymore. Maybe one of you got another partner or something like that. But there was always this failure, you know, and then there was like this disappointment about the failure, and then there's this disappointment that you guys weren't together anymore. But I am seeing for sure that in the past there has been this huge wishy-washy energy that just did not sit right with you. Absolutely not. And it kind of led to having to just let go, you know, with a lot of regret. I believe there has been a lot of regret from both parts, to be honest with you. I don't see anyone here not taking their own responsibility with this. I do sense that both of you know exactly what you could have done better individually and what you could have done better as a team. But here there was someone that just was not really fully ready to make that step yet. I think it has a lot to do with being afraid of commitment. And, you know, I am seeing here with this Knight of Wands, someone that is very much into the beginning stages of a project, the beginning stages of a relationship, but then has a huge commitment issues and cannot really finish anything that they start. I believe that they have tried here and there, but, you know, they failed. And then they had to understand exactly where this wound comes from, you know, the wound of the fear of commitment and everything, once you guys decided to go your own separate ways. I am still seeing, though, with this Four of Swords, I believe that the no contact situation is going to remain present for a little longer. Let's see what else we have here. But I believe you both have so much to say, you know. I think that this Four of Swords is something that, this Four of Swords energy is like, it has to be there. It's not like you want it to be there. It's not like both of you want it to be there. I believe that you both want to be in each other's lives more than ever. But it's like the circumstances required at this moment. Here we have the Queen of Wands. Here we have Strength. Here we have the King of Cups. Here we have the King of Wands. Back of the deck we have the Three of Pentacles. This situation definitely has kick-started your healing journey, you know? Or it's like you found out about your value more than ever, you know, once you decided to call it quits with this person. I believe that you started to find a strength that you did not know that you had. And I believe that more strength is on its way, to be honest. I think that this is just the beginning of your evolution. This person doesn't really, I feel like this person doesn't even know themselves, to be honest. They don't really know. They're not really that much in contact with their feelings. I feel like it's something that they always try to avoid. They tend to avoid their feelings. They don't really talk about their feelings. They're so shady in a way, not really in a bad way, but it's like you can never really understand what they're thinking, what they want, you know. They're so mysterious. And it's not even an attractive type of mysterious. Maybe at the beginning it can be attractive. It's like, oh, this person, you know, like so mysterious. But then once things get serious, you can't really be mysterious anymore. You need to be transparent. You need to communicate what you want, your desires, where you want to go with the relationship. You need to be open and vulnerable. And it's something that this person never really managed to do. It's like they were impulsive. They did act in a way that would show you that they wanted to be with you and everything, you know, but they would never really talk about it. They made grand gestures, I believe, you know, but it's like they never really gave you a straight answer about how it is that they feel, you know. And then this wishy-washy energy when they were present. So it was basically them being very in and out. So when they were in, they would make these grand gestures and they would do all of this. But then when they were out, they were very, very withdrawn, you know. And it's like you kind of felt by yourself working on this relationship sometimes. It's like sometimes you actually thought that you guys were a team, and sometimes you thought that you were left alone with this project, that it is a relationship. So I'm sensing that even though this person, they really want to be with you, you guys clearly really want to be together. There's clearly still a lot of love between you guys. I believe that once they're going to be coming back to you, they are still going to be the same person that you left them off as. So here we also have the Four of Pentacles. Here we have the Eight of Pentacles. Here we have the King. Is this the King or the Knight? We have the King of Swords. And here we have the Devil. Exactly. They just are not understanding that their logic has to go out the door. With this Four of Pentacles, I am seeing them still being very, very closed off. They want to work on that. That's something that they want to work on. They know that they're supposed to be opening up. But with this Devil, I'm seeing that definitely there's a lot of work to do here, to be honest with you. I see a lot of fire energy. You could have been dealing with a fire sign, or maybe with a Capricorn, with an air sign as well. I'm getting that they are trying to leave their rational side. I believe that they think too much, you know. They think so much. They analyze everything. They rationalize their feelings. That is the problem. They rationalize their feelings instead of just letting them flow, right? They believe that they are trying to make sense out of themselves, when in reality they're just suppressing like there's no tomorrow. And that's pretty much their issue. That's where their issue lies, honestly. They need to stop thinking. So bottom line, I do believe that there's still a lot of love here. There is a lot of love here. Definitely, I am seeing that you could be some kind of a power couple with this Queen of Wands and this King of Wands. This person is going to come back into your life. And even though they do want to work on themselves, I feel like their intentions are not matching their actions. And when they will be coming back, they're still going to be the same person that you left them off as. Maybe they're going to be a little bit more open and they're going to talk to you a little bit more about their feelings. But I feel like ultimately at their very core, that those defenses are still going to be very much up and running, okay? All right, this is all that I have for you. If it made sense, please let me know. And we're going to be seeing each other next time, okay? Bye-bye.